Today, we're diving into a popular post from the Reddit titled as, "I shoplifted at the grocery store out of sheer hunger and desperation." This post received 4860 upvotes. Posted by Flounderhound0301. The post reads as follows. Several months ago, my husband and I hadn't eaten in a day and a half. Bills to the ceiling broker then broke. We were starving. Told him I'd go to the grocery store and get us some stuff for the next few days until one of us got paid. They had a buffet to go bar. We had $15 combined in our checking account and the power was scheduled to be shut off the next day. The food was priced by weight in the to-go container. It was a lot of food. I mean a lot. Enough to get us both through 2 to 3 days. Meats, chicken, beef, salads, veggies, fruit, pasta, cheese. I mean whatever I could stuff in that box. Could barely keep it closed. Had to carry it with 2 hands. I had a plan but didn't know if it would work. But I had to give it a go. I set it down on the scale at checkout. $47. I panicked. Silently. But quickly made a swift decision. Picked the box up, so the screen would clear. Then barely touched the box down on the scale. I mean barely. Only the corner touching. Keeping the other hand under it so it looked like the box was just sitting there. $5 and change. Quickly moved it to the bagging area. Never picked up my head to look around as to not draw attention. Had to double bag it. It was so heavy. Slid my card praying it wouldn't decline. Success. Ditched the receipt and came straight home. We ate in the dark for the next 2 days and gave our dog scraps. A comment from user BizProf51 says, "This is the modern plot of Les Mis. I pray your story ends well. And without your own Javert." This comment received 2246 upvotes. A reply from the original author Flounderhound0301 says, "Thanks, man." This reply received 496 upvotes. A comment from user Ophelia8991 says, "Food banks are a good resource. There is no shame in using them." This comment received 672 upvotes. A reply from the original author Flounderhound0301 says, "I know. Smiley face. And we have no shame in that. We thought we could make it till the morning but it was a Sunday night at 8 p.m. We couldn't sleep, we were so hungry. We're in a little better place now." This reply received 649 upvotes. A comment from user MMazingM says, "I pray you find yourselves in better circumstances. Giant hugs red heart." This comment received 219 upvotes. A reply from the original author Flounderhound0301 says, "Thank you. If there's one thing I've needed to hear, it's that. Mending heart." This reply received 108 upvotes. A comment from user Blazing Oasis says, "I worked in a grocery store. And I've seen people steal, and I never said anything. I'm sorry you're struggling so badly. Hopefully things turn upwards soon." This comment received 859 upvotes. A comment from user Supergirl42 says, "The store would have probably just thrown it out anyway. Being wasteful when people are going hungry should not be a thing." This comment received 376 upvotes. A reply from the original author Flounderhound0301 says, "They do. Every night. I'm an ophthalmologist tech near the store and I watch them throw out must be 100s of lbs of perfectly good food every single night. I mean bread and bagels baked that morning. All the food on the hot and cold to-go bars. Even the Starbucks in the store throws out food. It's sickening and heartbreaking. Like WTF?" This reply received 266 upvotes. A comment from user Mouse Direct says, "Dolly Parton did, too. When she was young in Nashville and trying to make it. She would walk around pushing a cart and eat grapes or crackers or something easy to conceal. She, of course, has donated to a lot of those stores now, but she may not have ever become Dolly if she starved out of Nashville, you know. I will just say this as a 50-year-old middle-class woman. If I see you putting food or diapers or pet food in your bag, my mouth is zipper mouth face and I keep walking. Good luck to you and your pets." This comment received 186 upvotes. A comment from user Low Artichoke 6440 says, that doesn't work if the bagging area is a scale that is synced with the scale used when you scan the item. The weights would need to be the same, tread carefully. This comment received 75 upvotes. A reply from the original author Flounderhound0301 says, I will, soldier. This reply received 37 upvotes. A comment from user East Coast Mermaid D says, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I was a cashier at Walmart when I was in my teens and I would turn my head every time I saw someone stealing food. Every person on this earth should have access to food at all times and I would never judge someone for stealing to feed themselves. This comment received 209 upvotes. A comment from user It Samson Jr. says, just a quick say, I work as security and part loss prevention. Shoplifter arrestor. If we see somebody really struggling grabbing food we act like we don't see you. At least me and all my boys, we have a heart. Never have we ever stopped somebody just trying to eat. This comment received 64 upvotes. A comment from user Clib28 says, my dad has stories of him having to steal toilet paper out of public restrooms and dig through grocery store trash for the product they threw out every night to support his wife and their oops baby. Me, during college. I had the best fucking childhood and my parents are super successful now. Stealing to survive is not something to be embarrassed about. Just pay it forward in the further. This comment received 59 upvotes. A comment from user Butt Cheese Ahoy says, remember everyone. If you see someone stealing food or other necessities, no you fucking didn't. I hope things are looking up for you now, up. This comment received 304 upvotes. A reply from the original author Flounderhound0301 says, you're the best. This reply received 4 upvotes. A comment from user Autumn to Ashes says, pro tip for the future. You can get a large McDonald's fry for free if you use the app. You don't have to get anything else. It's just a free McDonald's coupon that you can use once daily smiley face. So at least you could get one thing to eat. This comment received 31 upvotes. A comment from user Salty_Drafter says, as far as I am concerned stealing to feed yourself should not be a crime. There's things companies do that are way worse and are legal. This comment received 157 upvotes. A comment from user Meridian71 says, 54%. That's how much of this so-called inflation we're experiencing results purely from increased corporate profit margins. Don't feel bad about this even a little bit. Gouge the gougers. Stay safe. This comment received 108 upvotes. A comment from user Dean SN8 Keshofosho says, I actually had to do the same thing recently. Last time I stole I was 13 and stole makeup. Now I'm 35 and had to steal BC. My husband lost his job 2 months ago. My income is barely enough to cover the rent. Once the weather changed I was in severe pain from the cold. This pain comes every fall. I don't know why. It's awful. I felt like my bones were made of ice. I only had enough for a few things like milk, bread, eggs, rice, etc. cheaper food I could make a few dinners and lunches with. I stole an $8 arthritis cream. Tylenol and ibuprofen just weren't cutting it. So don't feel bad. At least you took food lol. I took something that wasn't even edible. Times are tough. This comment received 29 upvotes. A comment from user Bubblebna says, when there is a society of starving people it is not moral to question those stealing to eat. It is moral to question the ones in power who allowed you to starve in their care. This comment received 22 upvotes. A comment from user The Redhead78 says, that's okay. Been there done that. Lot of people can't conceive actually starving with $0 or food. I wasn't homeless or anything like that, just poor lol. I am financially not too bad now. Got a decent job and make decent pay. This comment received 21 upvotes. A comment from user Deleted User says, you did what had to be done. No harm in that. This comment received 19 upvotes. A comment from user Deleted User says, no war but class war ETA because I decided to be more serious for a second. What you did was noble, an act of courage in the face of adversity. You provided for your household and those under your care. There are some who would say you all should have starved. No, there are people out there who understand and will be always rooting for you in times like that. People who don't even know you are thinking of you, and it is good. This comment received 18 upvotes. A comment from user Naya42 says, as a retail worker, my response when I see someone obviously stealing is, no, I didn't. This comment received 17 upvotes.